Okay, this morning, we're here just to sort of share with you some really exciting results that we've been able to accomplish. The Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Department of Homeland Security has finally, we've been thinking this was coming for a few weeks, they finally sent us an official letter that said they have approved the grant that we've submitted for the Assistance to Firefighters grant. And this grant is for $500,000. $400,000 is grant money, and we're going to be responsible for putting in $100,000. But this is to be used for this project that we're undertaking on communications infrastructure, and we're just talking about some other issues, but we continue to have real needs in the area of communications infrastructure. One of my primary things I want to do today is just say how pleased I am with the outcome that we've had here, in that we haven't used any consultants to do this that we paid any money to. But we have been extremely fortunate to have a team of people within our own county organization. Plus, we've had some tremendously qualified and experienced consultants that have volunteered their time that have made this possible. We started this little journey back in 2009. And on February the 4th, 2010, this little group that helped us develop what we thought would give us a pattern, a blueprint for what we needed to do to improve our communications in our county. They prepared this little document, and we're working off this model here. And this is, see, it's only a few pages. If we'd have paid money for this, it'd have been hundreds of pages, and it'd taken us 2 or 3 years to get here. But anyway, I want to recognize a few of the people that have really been important in this, and we only have one of them of the 4 chief, you might say, volunteer consultants, but Mr. Joe Gurley is right here with us, and he has been very, very instrumental and helpful, and he's got years and years of experience in communications and radios with Sprint, with the Highway Patrol, and he's now with Williamson County. But Mr. Gurley and Mr. John Johnson, who is with TEMA, and Steve Lane, who is the retired director of our E911 organization, and Mr. Charlie Phipps, who is with the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. All of these gentlemen have given us an extreme amount of their time to help us develop what we have here is really an important document that's going to move us forward. And they're still helping us, Mr. Gurley and these others are even helping us right now develop the specifications to put up this new tower that we've got money for on Tiger Hill. Next step is to help us decide to actually draw the specs and design what we're going to put on the towers to transmit this information. And that's what we're going to use this $400,000 for, $500,000. We're going to have real money now to put equipment on these towers, at least a couple of them. And if we can get the 911 people to go along with us, we'll have enough to put this on up 5 towers and put all the equipment on it, so that our public safety responders, including our sheriff and EMS and any of the other jurisdiction that want to participate with us, we can put their stuff on there as well. But one of the main purposes is to increase this coverage where all of our people out there, our volunteer fire departments and others, instead of about 83 to 85%, we hope we're going to have better than 95% coverage of the ability to communicate properly and effectively. Okay, I've left out a few people here that have been engaged in all of this. Of course, Faye Elam is our primary person that helps us write these grants, and she's had a lot of help from every person that's standing here, no question about it. She knows probably a little bit more about communications than me, and that's not very much. So, but the right words got put on the paper because Mr. Gurley and others have helped her, and Kevin Lauer, even, who is the CTAS fire consultant, has helped. So Mr. Farley here is our public safety chairperson, and they've been very supportive and helped us get this approved through the process of going through the commission, so we thank them. And we've got several people from our sheriff's department here. We'll start with Ms. McCluskey. She is our long-term person in charge of dispatch out there, and she knows how important it is to be able to get a hold of these people when they need to be gotten hold to and when they need somebody to back them up or support them. And of course, Mike Fitzhugh is now, he's working with her. And we have the assistant what would we call what's your name? The deputy chief.
Chief deputy.
And we're just happy to have you. Anyway, and Brian Robertson is our technology person, but Brian has sort of been the person that's helped schedule the meetings and communicate and be sure that everybody had the same set of information they were working off of and sort of coordinate that. And of course, Lisa is always there to help all of us with the financial aspects of this. All we're saying is we're really so happy that we've had so many people to help us, and we did this very timely, comparatively speaking. We've been able to do this in that we haven't taken a lifetime to do it. We've got something in place that's given us the ability to move forward. It's a great start. The Tiger Hill Tower replacement is ready for bids, right, Mr. Roger Allen, who is our EMA director? I left him out, didn't I? But we're ready to bid that, and we've just been told by the state of Tennessee that we can move our equipment from that current tower over to their tower in an interim basis and get that really going forward. So, Mr. Gurley, we're anxiously awaiting now the next phase of getting this microwave equipment and so forth properly spec'd so we can get ready to start bidding some of that. So, anyway, does anybody else, Faith, you want to say anything about all this?
I just want to say that you left out one of the big pieces of it. It's a $1,995,000 project in total. And once we get E911 on board, when they have an opportunity to meet, they committed enough that I could include that in the application process. And I think that was a very strong component in getting this $500,000. So once they have an opportunity to meet and approve the $1 million, this is a $1.995 million project that's going to give us, as you said, 95% coverage in handheld radio and hopefully 100% in mobile. So it's a huge safety benefit to the citizens.
Okay, and we're at $1 million. We've got the money we've already committed, plus this money puts us up to about $1 million, like you said there. Anybody else want to say anything? Mr. Farley, you want to say anything? You always have some words.
I always have some words. Well, first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to thank everyone that has been involved in this, because as a county commission, we could not have forwarded this on without the hard work of the employees. And I want to say thank y'all for that. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is we would not have been eligible for this if the county had not set up our own fire department. This is a firefighter grant from the federal government, and by setting up the Rutherford Fire and Rescue Department, that made us eligible to apply for this, and without that, we would not have been able to do that. So public safety is, with this county commission and with this county mayor, is one of the top priorities, I think, along with education and others. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that worked on this, and it's going to be a lifeline to those people out there that's putting their life on the line every day to protect you and I, the citizens. Thank y'all.